The Committee on Education and Labor meets this morning to examine a Federal Occupational Safety and Health Administration review of the Nevada Health and Safety Program. The committee first heard testimony regarding problems with Nevada's OSHA program at a June 2008 hearing on construction safety. During an 18-month period between 2006 and 2008, 12 construction workers died on the Las Vegas Strip. At the hearing, witnesses said that it was routine for Nevada OSHA officials to reduce or eliminate tough sanctions behind closed doors. The Nevada Workplace Health and Safety was also the focus of a year-long investigation by the Las Vegas Sun in 2007 and 2008. The paper reported that productivity was frequently put ahead of safety as contractors pursued completion bonuses. These growing health and safety issues sparked labor disputes. Workers staged a walkout in June of 2008, demanding safety improvements after concerns grew over 8 deaths at 2 construction sites in Las Vegas. Safety trends in Nevada have been pointing in the wrong direction. Between 2003 and 2007, Nevada's construction illnesses and injury rate went up by more than 20%, while the national construction injury and illness rate fell by 11%. As safety became an issue, so did enforcement. 2 complainants alleging backroom deals between Nevada OSHA and politically connected firms were lodged by those involved in a 2008 tragedy that killed 2 workers and nearly took the life of another at the Orleans Hotel and Casino. The mother of one worker that was killed at the Orleans Hotel joins us today. She will recount the reckless disregard of worker safety by Boyd Gaming and the agreement with Nevada OSHA that resulted in Boyd escaping willful violations, even though they had been cited for substantially similar violations at its other properties in Nevada over the previous 3 years. The lead Nevada OSHA inspector who recommended willful violations against Orleans took an extraordinary step of filing a complaint with federal OSHA officials after the deal was made. He resigned his position shortly thereafter. The committee was advised that he was counseled that assisting in a complaint against the state could result in adverse personnel action. The inspector pointed to an extensive irregularities in the Boyd Gaming deal and said that the deal could only be a result of OSHA protecting the contractors from bad publicity and wrongful death lawsuits by the workers' families. This and many other allegations of misconduct eventually led to a special review by the Nevada State Plan by the new administration. The review shows that Nevada's OSHA program failed to cite employers for clear hazards, didn't properly train inspectors, didn't follow up to ensure that dangerous conditions were fixed, failed to include worker representatives in inspections, and failed to notify families of deceased workers of investigations or give them a chance to speak to investigators. It is also troubling how infrequently Nevada inspectors found serious violations and took little meaningful enforcement action. As this chart shows, last year, only 29% of Nevada citations were classified as serious. Compare that to 44% for other state plans and 77% for federal OSHA. It is clear that there is something terribly wrong with Nevada's OSHA program. But Nevada's problems may also reflect a larger problem with the oversight of the 27 states and territories that operate their own plans. Federal OSHA must ensure that the state operates its own plan in a manner that is at least as effective as the federal program. No flags were raised during previous reviews of Nevada's plans under the Bush administration. In fact, Bush OSHA officials called Nevada's health and safety program very good overall. These thumbs up were occurring at the same time that fatalities and injuries were skyrocketing. Federal officials were clearly asleep at the switch. With rosy proclamations from the Bush administration, there was no push for Nevada to better protect its workers. This was at least until the new acting assistant secretary for OSHA, under the leadership of a new administration, ordered a comprehensive review of the state plan. He will join us today to explore the agency's conclusions and recommendations. I am also pleased that Nevada's OSHA's new director will join us today, and I look forward to hearing from him about Nevada's plans for turning this program around. While Nevada promises to improve the program are an important first step, they must be strictly monitored by federal officials. Basic oversight of state plans is not only important in Nevada, but it is vital to the 57 million American workers whose health and safety protections are enforced by the state plan. While some of the states are running innovative programs, it is clear that additional reviews of state plans is warranted. Excluding California because they have a higher penalties, the average serious penalty assessed by state plans is only 65% of the federal OSHA average. This disparity suggests that some states may not be as effective as federal OSHA. Indeed, one witness today will offer his perspective that Nevada may not be the only state with problems meriting closer scrutiny. OSHA's announcement of additional state reviews is important to ensure that every worker has sufficient health and safety protections while on the job. Before we get to the witnesses, we will first hear from our distinguished guest from the state of Nevada, Senator Reed. I don't know if the senator arrived yet? Not yet. Okay. Who has been a stalwart in the fight for health and safety of the American workers and ensuring that those who have been harmed on the job receive just compensation.